All right, everybody, welcome to the Dave It Yourself channel. Appreciate everybody being here. Let's just, hey, can you kill that music for me? Can you kill that music? Do the button. Thank you. All right, everybody, thank you so much for being here for the Dave It Yourself channel. After Dinner with Dave, episode 66. Let's see if I can find my magic light button. There it is. There it is. Hey, everybody, welcome to the After Dinner with Dave, episode 66. Oh, still getting Dave It Yourself presents together and stuff like that. Appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Why don't you come on in just a little bit closer? All right. You may have noticed that in that wide shot that you get to see the Arrows F-15 hanging on the ceiling up there. Let me see if I can fix this video capture thing real quick. Slide me over toward the middle. Boo-da-boop. All right, everybody, let me know if I am 5x5, please, in the chickadee chat. And let me turn down this ringer thingamamadoo, and also pull up show notes, because you know I got to have show notes. I'm not a writer, but I got to at least put notes down. I wish I was a writer. I'd have a better content, maybe. That's all right. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump into some stuff here and take a look and see what we've got. So I wanted to thank and welcome everybody. Thank you again to all my foamy homies and pilot pals and even the few air holes out there that enjoy the show. So thank you so much, all watchers of the Dave It Yourself channel, After Dinner with Dave RC Variety channel. This is episode 66. Another huge show. We've got some segments that you know and love, of course, and we'll go over those here, such as 4 possible huge bingo winners tonight. 4 enhanced Dave It Yourself jokes tonight. 2 aviation-related slang terms or phrases of the day. 1 exclusive premiere video. That's right. 1 exclusive premiere video is coming up, and then throw in a few chat conversations and other, usual hilarity like that. And what does that equal? What does all that equal? That's right. One hell of a great show. So I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much. We've got some fun things coming up. Got the balls back in the bingo dispenser as opposed to the bucket. But in the bucket, I do have the Magic 8 Ball. So let me know in the chat if you want to see the Magic 8 Ball make an appearance tonight. I'm sure I don't even need to ask about that. Speaking of that chat, let's go ahead and check out that chickadee chat and see if you can even hear me. Who knows? Let's find out. Here's that chat. I got my face out of there for you, make it a little easier. I did notice that I pinned Randy BRC as our primary contestant tonight for double bonus bingo. So congratulations again to Randy. He always beats you guys. You got to beat him. Mike SSI is next in there. Hey, Mike, good to see you. I hope you came back as well. Snow River, good to see you, sir. Thank you so much. Go Seahawks. All right, I'm good with that. Boss 223, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. There's Mom in the chat. Hey, Mom, good to see you. Hey, Justin, good to see you, bud. How you doing? Just gave you a shout out here in one of my recent videos, if you saw that. Jeff in Lower Alabama. Hey, bud, how you doing? Good to see you, sir. Sure would have loved to have seen a Dave It Yourself video in one of your past 2 shows, but I'm not going to say anything out publicly about it. All right, so then we're going to get back into who else? We got Jason Hansen in the house. How you doing, sir? And again, with Snow River, how are you as well, sir? So here we are coming on back. So yeah, so we do have a lot going on tonight. Some fantastic stuff. We're also going to do some positive odds and some positive comments that received, and we'll actually get into those here in just a minute. But first, as well as thanking you for being here at the show, I'd also like to thank all of my new subs, or at least some of them that have shown up on my recent radar, and here they are. And I want to give a shout out and thanks to Koki Garner, Mike Keller Flying Toys, Scott Andrews, Evan YouTube, and Axtel Nemeth. So thank you so much to you five for being subscribers to the Dave It Yourself channel, and give you a big congratulations and thank you for that. And I appreciate that. So hopefully you'll check out the show sometime. Looks like we had Paul McNeil just showed up in the Chickadee chat. Hi, Paul. Good to see you, sir. Of course, we've got double bingo bonus and all that good stuff, and we'll get into that, some of that here. As a matter of fact, we'll go ahead and start with some of that so that you guys, I know you guys look for that in the beginning of the show. So let's start with that. Let me scroll down to where those are. All right. So first double bingo bonus contestant possibility is this particular question. And it's a familiar type of question, so hopefully you've been catching on the past couple shows. The last episode, which was the Unplugged episode, our letters were J for Juliet and I for India. Who can tell me in the chat right now what one of those words of the day was? J for Juliet or I for India? We had phrases for each of those. Just put my stars in the Chickadee chat. So let me know. First one to come up with that will join Randy BRC in the double bingo bonus contestant. And while we're looking for an answer for that, as you can see, I'm still sporting the Bigfoot beard. Still working the mustache beard combo action there. Little motorcycle mutton chops trying to work on. So if there's any Bigfoot beard growers out there in the chat, go ahead and give us a thumbs up for that. Press BB in the chat for Bigfoot beard, and we'll see about that. Mike SSI, good to see you, sir. Thank you so much for being in there. In the spaghetti, let's see here. Randy BRC is, in fact, yes, sir, in the spaghetti. That is one of them. So Randy B, I guess I'll just put ×2 next to your name there. Goodness gracious. All right. For all of you other folks out there that didn't quite get that one in time, what was the J word? Randy B, you were out of this one. No triples for you tonight. So what was the J word? Hey, promoters, good to see you, sir. Good to see you, Luke. So first one in the chat, I already put my stars in there. First one to tell me what the J word was will join Randy B as the only other bonus bingo contestant for doubles tonight. So let me know who's got that. And let's see. Also coming up with, while we're waiting on an answer for that, Snow River hits Jink, and the answer I said was, let me scroll up to my answers so I make sure it was in fact Jink. Snow River in fact gets it. All right. So Snow River, you in fact meet Randy B tonight as the only two double bonus bingo contestant winners. The other two I'm going to do right now just by random draw. All right. Here. Oh, yeah. Two things. As you can see here, I'm wearing my, let me see if we can do this, shut down the show. I'm wearing my Eagle Fang Karate t-shirt. Bite like an eagle. Because I just started watching season 5 of the Cobra Kai, or the Karate Kid saga on Netflix there. And let me make sure that's working. Is that working? Did I accidentally turn that on? Okay, there it is. Just a test part. It's supplemented by the smoke machine. Give me a little tough there, too. Yeah, so I just started watching that. Got first episode down today after doing the show. I had a little extra time left over after testing everything, so hopefully everything's sounding good. But yeah, so started on that. So if you haven't seen that, or if you have, don't give me any spoilers. But if you want to give a shout out in there, put a little CK in the chat for your shout out for Cobra Kai. All right, so anybody else got the J word from last week? Oh, never mind. That was Snow River. You already got that. My bad. We already went past that. All right. So let's get into the double bingo bonus. I am wearing the harmonica, so let's get into something like that. I think I'm just going to riff a little bit. I don't know that I'm going to play off anything off the new track because it's still in the studio, and I don't really want to reveal any of that yet. Maybe a Christmas album. We'll see. Here we go. right, here we go. Just going to pull out the 2. Let me go ahead and move the mouse. Here we go with the first one. And the first one is... flashlight. I don't know if I got a flashlight. Let's just have to wing this one. All right, first one is, let me get to the bingo list so I can show you what list it is. First one is a B9. And B9 is, oh, look at that. It's Barry McCampbell. Look at there. All right. So, Barry McCampbell, you are also a potential double bingo bonus contestant if you happen to be in the chat tonight. I sure hope you are, because you sure complain when you don't get your number called. Look at there. You got your dang number called. All right. I did not push that button. that was just the machine doing that. That was the ghost. All right, the next one is so Barry Campbell. You're also on there with Snow River and Randy B. And and this one is another B, a B13. And B13 is Jason Hansen. Whoa, Jason Hansen. Are you in the hoose? I think you were earlier. Please let me know that you are so I can go ahead and put you on the list here. Barry, let me go ahead and put him here. Barry Campbell and Jason Hansen. Oh, so nice. All right, so technically that is going to be the full double bingo bonus dance card for tonight. So we've got Randy B in there with doubles. So he technically, if he wins, he gets technically, I guess, a triple prize there. And then Snow River, Barry Campbell, and Jason Hansen. All right, there. Everybody's balls back in the spinner, so we'll see what happens with that. So good luck. So we got some other great things. So let me jump in speaking of some other great things and some other fun stuff. Let me scroll into this chickadee chat some so I can see what the talk of the town is. In case it's not me. All right, let's see what we got here. So there's the questions. Got it good. Looks like we're sitting on about 13 folks, 5 likes. Maybe that's because I haven't shown you what the drink of the show is. Drink of the show. Guess the drink of the show. No, it's not tea. The drink of the show is, in fact, of course, water, but blueberry squirt flavor and tangerine squirt flavor. Nice. That's right. It's the bonus of not having a sense of smell. I don't have to worry about that. I just have to enjoy the flavor. Whatever there is of it, I can taste. Jason Hansen, B13 in the house. Nice. Well, you better certainly not disappear, my friend, because you are a double bingo bonus contestant. David Snyder, good to see you, sir. JCB, good to see you, sir. And awesome. Yep, got a couple more likes out of that. I knew that was the drink of the show probably would do it. We're at 13 folks, 7 likes. So if you haven't hit it on the way in the door, make sure you try to hit it on the way out the door. Just so you know, I'll be doing a little chair dancing because yet another caster on this chair is broken off, and I refuse to get another chair. So I'm kind of leaning, and I'm really just balancing on this metal pole right here. Kind of like what Kenny does. I don't know what that meant, but it was funny. All right. So we do have some really great stuff going up in there and talking about some of those other comments and folks in here and some of the great comments we have been getting into. Let's jump into some. Matter of fact, let me swap these screens. I forgot this part. I need to swap these screens real quick because I need to be able to see them here, not necessarily there. All right, so let's do some pause nods. All right, pause nods. So it's going to be our first little set of pause nods I want to give back to the fans. I haven't done any comments here lately just because I was working on Saturday and super busy putting the show together and 2 videos for this show specifically. So anyway, so here is the first set of pause nods, and I'll look at these with you and answer them while I'm here. First set is, all right, first set here is, first one I've got here is from PA Paps. And that is old Adam Luzier, and he was mentioning on the Arrows F15 at 64mm twin video. Speaking of one of the videos I was trying to prep before this show, obviously because I put that little tag at the end to advertise the show. So I was hoping that I'd try to get that show out. I got it out last night after work. A lot of randoms, nose cone were different colors anyway, Dave. Some of our aircraft were actually flat black in color. Kind of like that flat black nose cone idea, actually. It would go with the black trim on the wings. So thanks, Adam, for that. I already did give everybody a thumbs up when I was going through cutting these, but I have not commented. So then we've got our Aerospace Matt. Can't wait to see you fly it again. Yeah, man. Well, I tell you what, if you happen to show up in the chat, which I do not see you yet, and that's a problem. But if you happen to show up in the chat, you will get to see it live. Well, sort of. You'll get to see a premiere of it. You'll get to see it before everybody else gets to see it. I've got it scheduled to go live at 8 o'clock tonight, but you are going to get to see it first. So when you watch this video and people ask you about it later, you can be like, I know where I was when I saw that first. And it was here on episode 66. All right, so then we get back into Travis Thompson. Nice build, Dave. Thanks, Travis. Not much of a build, but the only thing really I had to build was that flight tip on the one rocket. And I still need to put the other little wing nub on. And then the other little tips on top. I guess that was pretty simple since I had the parts. But thank you for that. Cliff Harvey, RC Planes, well done, Dave. I agree with everything Philip says. And I don't see Philip specifically in this string, but Cliff is talking about the post that I put out about, don't know if it's good or bad, but it's finally happened, and I finally got monetized or whatnot, so went through the process of doing all that. Excuse me. The only reason that really instigated me to do it, because I really didn't give two squats, because I know I'm never going to earn any money on this channel. It's just more restrictions they could put on me and more hassles they put on my viewers, but I figured I'd give it a whirl. Because Shadow Ops had mentioned last show about, I should monetize and, blah, blah, in case anybody wants to give me a super chat or something. Again, never will happen, but still, in case you wanted to. I will not use it to buy a new chair, though. I refuse to buy a new chair. So that's our first Posnod set. We've got a few more of those coming up for later, so stick around for some of those. And let's jump back in. Let me do this little screen dance thing here again, so now I can put the old YouTube comments right back in my face. Move this back over here. Bear with me a second as I stare off in the distance at the camera. All right, here we go. So let's see. So here I'm here, not going anywhere. Even talked wife into going to the grocery store, so I play bingo. Nice. You just use me as an excuse to get out of the grocery duty. Well, let me tell you, when she gets back, hopefully you will have won by then. Make it worthwhile to help her unload. Oh, that's awesome, though. Yeah, so we got all kinds of good stuff, giddy stuff. And let's see. So I've got our double bingo bonus contestants. Any new folks or any new updates for folks going to Bigfoot? My biggest dilemma right now is I put a kind of a list together of the planes I'm interested in taking, but then now I'm like, well, maybe I should take a different one. Wow, I'd really like to take that one, or maybe I want to take that one. So, like, one of the ones I'm kind of on the fence is the big Carbon Z T28 for a couple of reasons. A, it takes up a ton of room in the van until I got a trailer. That one takes up a ton of room. And B, they don't make that plane anymore. So if something happens, that would suck. So if I take that one out of the equation, then I'm like, oh, and now I could put like a 14 planes in the spot that one would take. Not really, but you get it. But anyway, so now I'm thinking about some other planes, but I'll probably end up taking the old, the Arrows F-15. I need to get that wheel wigged up a little bit more. I'm going to try to do some more David-yourselfing to strengthen that up. And then maybe probably just order another wheel when I get a chance to do that. But Aerospace Matt, there he is. I want to go to Bigfoot, but I don't know if I'll be able to make it. Oh, man. I know it's kind of a haul for you to get up there. I talked to Jerry the other day. It's like 8.5 hours for him to get up there. So I'm sure you're probably around that 6 to 7 mark, I'm sure, as well. So I get it, man. It's a tough haul. But I'll be up there as of like Wednesday. So if you do happen to make it, or if you can find a way to, at least if you get up there and don't leave till like Sunday afternoon, at least that's several days. It makes it kind of worth the trip. But yeah, that'd be great to see you out there. I'll be doing some more live stream stuff. Run a U-Haul, Dave. Then you can bring all your planes. I thought about that. As a matter of fact, I talked to Parker when he was in town last weekend, hanging out with me a little bit. I said, hey, for Christmas, you and Parker Hunter and maybe Nana Papa, you guys can all just go in and get me a trailer hitch for the van. And then that way I can, in fact, just get one of those little U-Haul tow behind jobs or something like that. So, but as of this point, the only way to get a U-Haul, to rent a U-Haul, is to actually rent the full truck, and I certainly don't want or need to do that. So, because if I rent the whole huge truck, I'm gonna fill the whole huge truck. Excuse me, and I certainly don't want to do that because then I got to unload the whole huge truck to return the truck. So If I get a trailer or something at some point, then, you know, if I become one of the cool kids like Garrett, have a sweet trailer with logos on it. One of the cool kids like Jeff, sweet trailer with no logos on it, just a sweet trailer. I'll get there someday, just not today. All right. So yeah, so that would be great there. I will probably be doing some, unlike last time, I'm probably doing a little bit more live handheld phone stream things. And probably just put quite a few more short type things out, hopefully, of cool stuff that happens. Just try to flood the channel with that kind of stuff. So keep your eyes open for content for that, just like you would for everybody else's channel. But just know I'll be doing it too. Maybe be putting my Dave It Yourself flair on it. You know you come for the Dave It Yourself flair. Who else has got a harmonica necklace? Dave It Yourself flair. Speaking of Dave It Yourself stuff, so I do, there's a thing known as the Dave-tionary, and that's where words that you may hear me use in videos, those are put to paper somewhat. So at some point in time, you may come across words, and if I can, I'll help define them for you. Just keep that in mind for later. Just a little side note, doesn't mean anything to you now. Later on, you'll be like, oh, that's what he meant. Adam Losers in the house. Adam, I gotta give you a shout out, bud, because you know, I've heard from some folks that have between you and Jeff, you know, not too many other folks take the time to highlight the fact that they got their presents for the Dave It Yourself channel, let alone put it on their live stream or to unbox and make an actual video with regards to that. So I should start enforcing that, especially for my double bingo folks, especially old Randy Butterfield. Especially since he's up for a triple bonus tonight if he wins, and he just won last week. You need to start making him make videos. Just compile all the stuff together. That's the video you need to make for me now, Randy. Just pile all the stuff together you want from the Dave It Yourself channel, make a video. Hey, this is the pile of stuff I want from Dave. If I can, oh, sorry. I think I may have been tweaking things. Oh, there it is. HDMI cord was long, loose side. God, I hate my HDMI cord is just loose and dangling. So, I may have made the screen stutter a little bit, so I'm sorry about that. Hopefully you're back. All right, so, yep, still doing a little bit. All right, hopefully that's clear now. All right, so look at that, we're about 14 folks and 11 likes, so there's 3 of you holdouts, totally fine. Maybe you're waiting on some extra entertainment, and if that is the case, I can deliver, because tonight we've got some exciting stuff. But I think, but clearly, if you heard that sound, which I'm pretty sure you heard, you know it's time for a bingo! Blew on the wrong end of the harmonica. Hate when I do that. All right, here's a shot of that bingo list, so you guys can take a look and see who's doing what's about who's. Let me go ahead and get my little list down here ready to roll. All right, let's try that again. Bingo! All right, there we go. Nice little segue into the bingo cam. All right, so who's ready for some bingo? I know you all are. Did all of the smoke cancel the Reno races? Oh, that's a good question. Randy's saying the baby loves the fishing game. I do have another one of those in the Dave It Yourself treasure box. I do have another one of those. As you may notice with the Dave It Yourself treasure box, it is glowing and pumping and ready to dispense prizery. So yep, get ready for that. All right, so let's get into this. So we'll find out about Paul's question about the Reno races, but in the meantime, it's time to pick a winner. Here we go. Again, just riffing. Almost sounded like a real song, didn't it? I suppressed the hell out of myself on that one. All right, here we go. Oh, not a smooth delivery, but I did get it before it hit the floor. We're going to count it. All right, this one is, well, Well, somebody was saying last week that the bees weren't getting any love. Well, this week they certainly are, because this one is right at the top. Oh, B2! Tug Hill! Tug Hill happens to be the current bingo winner if, in fact, Tug Hill is here, and we're going to give him 60 seconds to figure it out. Tug Hill, are you in the stream, my man? One of the racer pilots crashed. Sherman Smoot, checkmate. Ooh, Yak 11. Ooh, don't like to hear that. Have it up on screen A and B on with sound. I do? Is that what you're saying? Try that. Are you saying, is that better? Because I only have, oh, damn. How'd that happen? Forget you saw that. We'll get to that in a minute. So let me know about that sound thing, Jeff. Have it up on screen A and B with sound. You have it up or I have it up? Because I only see one thing making sound, but you let me know. Tugger's cleaning up a skunky dog. That explains why he wasn't here before the sand went out. All right, well, we tried. All right, that's the first one. And seeing how we have now have a no winner, I know we're going to certainly match those likes, because now we're at 16 viewers and 14 likes. So these two other folks that just showed up are going to be super happy that they just showed up, because it's time for Joke of the Day. That's right. And of course, the warning. Got to give you the Joke of the Day warning, in case any lawyers out there. And now, as I mentioned and preluded to earlier, the enhanced Dave It Yourself Joke of the Day. That's right. I know this guy looks a lot like me. Coincidentally, his name is Dave. However, I have a little soul patch underneath my lip. He does not. So that's how you can tell us apart. And that being the case, that leads into our first Joke of the Day.
Dan went to a psychologist because he was having trouble with his love life. The psychologist asked him a lot of questions, but couldn't quite pin down exactly what the problem was. So finally, the psychologist asked him, "Do you ever look at your girlfriend when you are doing it?" "Why, yes, it happened only once." "Only once? Well, that seems odd. How did her face look?" "Oh, she was pissed." "Pissed? Well, that doesn't seem right. How is it that you came to see her face?" "Well, she was watching me and her sister through the window."
Not bad, right? Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, you have the Reno races on. Oh, here I am trying to adjust my sound over here, because I always use my sound hawk, because you always tell me. And here I am thinking I got two screens running with two sets of sound. I'm like, what? No, no. All right. Well, that's good to know. Keep us posted on those races then. All right. So there you go. So hopefully you guys like the enhanced Dave It Yourself Joke of the Dave. We have 3 more of those, and they only get worse. So by the time we get to the 4th one, if you got kids in the room, you're gonna wanna. Yes, Daddy, is that a cartoon? No, no, it's not. It's not a. Nope. So anyway, just know you got more of those coming. Oh my goodness. And so sorry that Tug Hill is cleaning up that skunky dog and not able to win some fantastic prizes tonight. I'm going to go ahead and highlight one of the prizes tonight. Something that hasn't been on the channel in quite a while but needs to come back, as it's a great prize, and it is the magnetic phone stick-on mount. That's right. That's right. Adding it to the bingo list tonight. So if anybody already is licking their chops on that one, just know it's on the table and ready to go. You just have to win it. All right. So you guys let me know what you think about those jokes of the day. Of course, there's nothing you can do about it for this episode, but except for just stop watching, which I don't encourage that you do, just so you know. Don't know that I've seen anybody doing any love shout outs for the 8 ball, so maybe we will go to the 8 ball for the next bingo. Let's just ask it a random general type question. Will we at least get a winner in bingo tonight? Magic 8 ball. Will we at least get a winner in bingo tonight? And Magic 8 ball says, and of course, should have brought my light. Magic 8 ball says, oh, I just accidentally flipped over. Hang on. It had an answer and I accidentally jostled it. Will we have a winner in bingo tonight? Let's try this again. All right, flat. There we go. Better not tell you now. You fickle ball. Better not tell you now, it says. All right. I guess we'll just all have to find out together. I hope we do, but we'll see. We already tried to give something away to a well-known hangout of this establishment, Mr. Tug Hill. All right. Now we're getting some. Okay, now we're getting some comments on the ball, mainly from Luke that I don't think he likes the ball. I don't know. Could be the tone. Maybe the way he emphasized it. I don't know. All right, so now we're at 14 likes and 13 viewers, so I appreciate the likes, but please don't leave. We've got a lot going on. We're only 30 minutes in. All right, speaking of a lot going on, let's jump back into some of those. Well, let me do the screen thing again. This is going to be something I'll have to work with. It's fine. Let's just do this. All right, so let's do a little bit more of those. Let's give another shout out to a few more folks that have said hello and things of that nature. Here's some more that I have responded to but have not commented on, so let's take a look at them together, and I'll comment on them right now. Here's our second set of Posnods. Oh, look at that. Randy BRC right on top. He's talking about the UMX Radian with the Go-To on it. Video I put out. Okay, buddy, you've got me talked into it. I've taped my wings as you did. A little paper tape on that leading edge to keep them from getting dinged up. Smart. I added a fishing bobber nav lights to mine. Oh, okay, cool. Yellow one is under the tail. All right. Oh, a little unstable and tail heavy. Took me a while to figure out porpoising so badly. Added 5 ounces of lead to the nose. 0.5 ounces of lead in the nose. Now it's flying as expected. I'm a little leery. Oh, I should have. Darn it, I should link to these so I could hit the read more. Sorry, Randy. Let me know if there's any more in the comment there. But and let me know if you put a video out on that. I certainly want to check that out. And then Randy B again hit me up on this. This is that little post I put, and this was in a prelude to the After Dinner with Dave comedy thing. Just a little thing put out there. Hey, there's a comic Dave coming out there, and you just saw him. So that was that. Randy, don't know how you did this. SC, South Carolina maybe, but it's cool. No, I did here in Georgia. No, I'm kidding. I know you mean Snapchat. Yeah, that's Snapchat. Muskie Bob, also talking about the monetization thing. Now that you are famous, okay, my DIY T-shirt is gonna add value. Is gaining value. Good job, Dave. Well, you do have one of the OG shirts, Bob. So definitely want to hang on to that one for sure. And there's Tug Hill, our bingo potential winner tonight. Also with the cartoon Dave. Indeed, in 34 days, I'll be seeing a whole lot of you, and I look forward to it. Oh, he's talking about Bigfoot. Look at that. Wow, 34 days. Wow, that's great. Yeah, we are. We're getting to it. So thank you so much to everybody for leaving me those comments. So let me scroll that back over to the other screen now as I look blankly off the side of the camera. All right, so now I'm at 15 and 15 likes. So, hey, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Jermaine Spencer's in the house. What's up, Jermaine? Good to see you, man. Thank you so much for being here. You showed up a good time. You did miss one of the Dave enhanced jokes of the day, but I got 3 more. So out of the 4, you missed the tamest one. So if you like spicy comedians, cartoon comedians, stick around. All right. Let's see if there's anybody else that snuck in the chat. I don't want to miss out on the folks in the chat. And see if there's any other good content here. Anybody else going to Bigfoot, or anybody that is going to Bigfoot? Are they also on the fence about which planes to take, or absolutely going to take this plane, absolutely not going to take that plane? I know Jeff may be on the fence about his big T-28 as well, but I've already flown it there, so I've already got good video of it flying there, so I don't know that I'll necessarily worry about trying to fly it there again. For now. Bring it back later, maybe. But I think I want to take the EC-1500, do the parachute guys thing. I think I mentioned that before. I want to do that, but now that I have the two go-tos, I want to put a camera on each guy. Still tie them together with fishing strings so they don't go too far. And then hopefully be able to judge the wind just right. We'll see. But also with the EC-1500, I think it'd be fun to drop bean bags from the cargo hold and try to drop them into the middle of the target on the Birmingham runway, closest to the dot in the middle. That could be fun. You need to bring your F4, F-18, and F-15. Now the F4 Phanomat, that is my next project, as a matter of fact. With this one was the Bring It Back project. The F4 Phantom, that's the next one. It's still back over there, still wrapped like a mummy in shrink wrap. And I'm going to break that out and see what's going on with that. I know it's about in the same condition as the F-15, so... but that one I haven't flown in over 2 years. So... that's my next one to get out there. So if I can get that thing up and running, that might be a good one to take. But then also they're going to have the battle there, the air battle or whatnot. So the combat. So yeah, drop parachute man with the go. That's right, Randy B. I did it at one time, and I had the two parachute guys, and I had to go on just one guy on the bottom, and then they landed almost on the church roof. Need a little more room for this. But yeah, one on each guy would be pretty cool. But then, trying to figure out the planes to take. And then, of course, got to take a crawler, got to take a car. Probably got to take the Sentin this go around, the big blue Sentin up there. I haven't run that thing in a while. And then maybe take the Rustler, I guess. And, of course, probably the Gen 8 or my Gen 10 up there with the Gen 7 body on it. That Gen 10's a really good crawler. Got a lot of wheel travel on it. It was cool, Randy. Yeah. Another thing I may be interested in doing in another project I need to break back out and blow the dust off is the parachute, the remote control parachute guy. I converted that action figure into a remote control parachute guy. And and again, it's just one of those things. I know it needs the two lead lines on the front to be able to dip those corners. It doesn't have those. So if I can just to make those and put them in his hands, and then he should work, I'm thinking. So... but then the question is that, I'd prefer not to use the drone to drop him. I'd prefer to, drop him off a plane if possible. So is there a plane big enough to tote him? So it'd be cool to take him. But if there's no way to get him up there, I will have probably at least one of my drones there, but I don't know that I'd want to use it to try to do that again. It'll do it, but if worse comes to worse, I'll make sure to bring the drone that does allow him to do that, if I do choose to bring him. But I think that parachute guy would be a great thing to try to perfect, especially since nobody does that here in the United States. Huge in Germany, huge. Nobody does that here. Part 2 with the parachute guy, pins and needles. Yeah, right. See, also, I don't live over there by that park anymore, so I have even less area. The biggest area that I have is that high school parking lot. So, not the most ideal place for your remote control things to be landing hard on. So, oh, blueberry, tangerine, squirt. All right. We almost had it. Got to land it at least once. Let's see. The RC car E-Flight. Yep, as you can see, the jet and car are right here. So, maybe, man, I think the biggest thing with one of the things that is a shortcoming of that project, even with a good landing system. I think the shortcoming that we still run into is just that we just don't have enough runway when it's all said and done. You really get like a second and a half, maybe 2 seconds if you're slowed down to try to make it happen. And you really, you need a little more than that because you get up to speed, and then by the time you get that 2 second peak, and then after that you got to start slowing down because here comes the grass. So it's a nice long runway, but for something that fast trying to catch a jet, it would be nice to be able to have like one of those places you see like some of the other guys out there. They have like long roads on the side of a golf course or something like that. They go on for days, something. But I don't know. So maybe, but again, that car needs. When that car gets going, it just loves to just keep going. And you saw that one tumble I had when I had to go on as a matter of fact, I think I had the Instrument 360 on it, the big one, and it hit the end of that runway and hit that grass, and it just tumbled. And of course, I've got all the duct tape and stuff on the inside of the body, so none of the pins and none of the body cracked or anything like that. It's fine, but it tumbled pretty hard. It knocked off my paper tape and hot glue mount for the camera, I can tell you that. And that was a good mount. So, all right, Promotus is challenging. He's saying, "Hey, I can do it." He's saying, "I can do it." He's saying he can do it. All right, well, I'm not saying we shouldn't try it, but maybe we should try it with a different car. But I don't know. We'll see. I will have the 6S batteries there, so we'll see. I got the kit version of that, but mine didn't fly too well, whatever reason. What I do want to do, Promotus, and probably will be bringing the Aero Scout, of course, but hopefully it's windy there enough that we can do some more of that Aero Scout kiting, because I think it would be fun to try to do that stole landing in the circle. As soon as it lands, you can't touch the controls, the closest one to the dot. That was a pretty good contest. That was fun. But no skewers, no popping balloons. We'll do more Dave it yourself games using cars this go around than planes. Other than I will bring a bunch of paper streamers. So anybody wants to combat with paper streamer and some Aero Scouts, that would be fun. Because if you cut that streamer with that propeller, you got a good piece of that streamer. Yeah, it was. So yeah, I'm ready for all kinds of shenaniganery when I get down there. Let me tell you. I'm ready. Yeah, those skewers. I still have a gouge in the bottom of my Aero Scout from that skewer spear in it. It's of course elegantly covered in paper tape, multiple layers, but yeah, it's still got a gouge in it. Matter of fact, that Aero Scout's still in the back of the van. It's the only plane I have in the van right now. It's got all the camera mounts on it and stuff, just in case, there will be much combat. Yeah, so I might have. As a matter of fact, I might. Would be surprising if I did not, but I might have enough of an Aero Scout to put together somewhere to bring it as a battle plane. That one might be good, because that one might be pretty easy to recover if it does get hit, unless the wing or tail breaks off. But yeah, so I think an Aero Scout or something like that. I have. Matter of fact, I have another Contestant Evolution over there. The issue is that I have two over there that are damaged. Besides this one, this is the one I'm trying not to damage. But the other two that I crashed over the past couple of years, that when I did crash them at one event, I gave the receiver to one little guy and one little kid, and then the other one that crashed, I gave that receiver to another kid, just a little bit older. So I do have those I could use. I just need to slap another receiver in there, and I'm sure I could probably scavenge one up. Probably shouldn't be too much of a trouble. What? Oh, now that's just being... Okay, that's being rude, but I think we get the point, because everybody now knows it's time for a bingo! That's right, it's time for some more biggity bingo. Let's take a look at that liggity list. And there's that list. As you can see, all spots are filled. We even have some big names on there that'll never show up, but I would love to. Hey, Pilot Ryan already won once. Just because he wasn't here doesn't mean he wasn't a winner. So yeah, we got some folks on that, but no doubles, no triples, or anything like that. If you want to be a double bonus bingo winner, you can always try to be the first one in chat when I post the notification for this video, like Randy B seems to always do. Not that that's a problem. Just say it. Somebody will unseat you at some point. But whatever, drop the whistle footballs. The DIY Navy Scout gets its flight envelope really limited. Like worse than safe. But it's a fun plane. And the whole point of that thing is just to get it up as high as you can and then just drop it. And just to listen to those things come all the way down. Then they make that Nerf thunk. Oh, good stuff. All right, so let's jump into some of that bingo. Smooth this price. Oh, you can't see that. All right. Put the old rubber band on. All right, I'm doing a little rifter. A little rifty rift. So when I drop them, I almost can't fly. I have to unplug the battery and plug it back in. Now you're talking about that they jam up? The little slider things jam up? Or when you drop them, there's something going on with the receiver? Because if that's the case, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't think I've had that problem. But let me know about that. All right, here we go. Again, they're getting better. They almost sound like professional sounds. Almost sound like professional songs. Almost. The surfaces move very little after the drop. That's maybe something to talk to Horizon Hobby about, because those are the E-Flight serverless things, and you are flying a Horizon Hobby or a Hobby Zone product. I would maybe try to touch base with those guys on that, because unless it's something to do with the Y connector, maybe I wouldn't think. But sorry to hear that, man. I never did fly it, of course. I just built it. I never flew it, so I didn't see how it flew. I just knew that it would because it was an Aero Scout. But that might explain why I haven't seen any other videos out. So I'm sorry to hear about that. All right, so eyes aren't, B's aren't getting love right now because eyes are, because this is I-22. Whoop, wrong card. I-22. There we go. I-22 is, speaking of Bigfoot, it's Scott Settle. And is Scott Settle in the hoose? Probably not. I think he was at Baylor, if I remember correctly. His daughter just got it all settled in at Baylor. So if I remember correctly from his Facebook, that's what he's doing. So he's probably not here. He's probably still at Baylor or on his way home or whatnot. So, and if he's on his way home, he should be listening to me in the car. So if that's the case, maybe I'll get a call on my phone that he is listening. We'll take a look and see. Lyndon Stewart's in the house. How you doing, Lyndon? Good to see you, sir. Thank you so much for being here. What's going on, P.A. Paps? Having issues with the elevator on my Aero Scout too. Oh yeah, now this is something that's up with that with the elevator on the Aero Scout. And we'll talk about this while we wait to see about his little Scott Settle. But and promoters can probably attest to this too, because that Aero Scout that I flew at Bigfoot last year was brand new out of the box, and out of the box it was having issues with the elevator. It would only move a little bit, and I was using a preset Aero Scout that I'd already had from before. It worked fine. But it's that Gen 2 receiver that's in there, so I don't know what it is about that thing. But I had to completely just start a whole new deal. And most of the time, until I did that, till I set up another one completely, I was just using the DX6E or whatever, or the DXE that comes with the bind and fly Aero Scout, and just binding and flying every time I flew it. Because when I did it with that, elevator worked great. Use a DX8 that I was using with my old Aero Scout that was already in there program, it would barely move. So that's a science thing that's way above my pay grade. Scott, sorry, buddy. Stands out on that one. So, yeah, something's up about that. So, try to, I know I hate to say this, but if you happen to have one of those DXEs or whatever, those DX, whatever the ones that come with the bind and flies, if you happen to have one of those around, try binding your Aero Scout to that. See if it happens to does everything right, because it could be something, I don't know what it is, but it could be a bullshit. That's right. Lee Davidson's in the house. How you doing, sir? I'm having problems with the quarter scale triplane. Apparently, it likes to go swimming. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you guys haven't seen Lee Davidson's post or whatnot. Oh, man, it looked like he was flying it over there by where Matt lives because it looks like it's in an alligator bog. prop, prop first. Stick it out. It looks like please turn that picture into a black and white card and send that thing to Hallmark because that thing is a great picture. Sad, but very great. And speaking of sad, we missed out on Scott Settle. So sad, but that's okay because what do we do when we're sad? We try to laugh. What's our best way to laugh? That's right, a joke of the day. All right, I told you they get a little thicker. So here is a joke of the day, number 2.
A salesman is peddling his wares from door to door. He knocks at a young man's house and asks him, "Good day, sir. Would you like to buy a top-of-the-line toothbrush? It's only $10. $10 for a toothbrush? What crazy person would pay $10 for a toothbrush? What are you, out of your mind? Well, if you're not interested in that, would you be interested in a freshly baked brownie for only $1? Well, that sounds like a deal. Sure, I'll take one of those. So he gives the guy the warm brownie. As he starts to eat the brownie, he spits it out and says, "Ugh, this brownie tastes like shit." The salesman says, "Well, it is shit." "Why would you do that?" "Now my mouth tastes like crap." Speaking of that, would you like to buy a toothbrush?
Oh, I tell you. They just shut down the live feed of the Reno air races. Oh, really? Is it because of the fires out there? Tell me what's up with that. Lee Davidson's balls deep in mud. Oh, dude. The DXS. There you go, promote us. Yeah, the DXS. That's it. That's the one. Hey, we're getting some chuckles on the last one. Yay. Oh, so I got 2 more of those. Speaking of 2 more of things, here's something that I have 2 of, and we haven't done any yet except for that sneak peek that you weren't supposed to get. And that's, of course, it's time for us to learn something. And that means it's time for you to grab a pen, a paper, crayon, marker, Sharpie, chalk, charcoal, whatever. Because it's time for our first aviation-related slang word, or in this particular case, phrase of the day. And of course, last week we left off on, I think we said I and J, correct? So this week, of course, we go to K, and K is for kilo. And if you haven't seen that movie Blow, that's what that's about. All right, so our K for kilo and our K phrase is knife fight in a phone booth. Knife fight in a gold booth. Phone booth. I was looking at Jeff's comment. Wreck in the jet gold race. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, somebody crashed at Reno, it sounds like. Wow. Knife fight in a phone booth. And what does that phrase mean? It means close in, slow speed aerial dogfights, also known as knife fight. And that is our first aviation related slang term, phrase, word of the day. Hope I gave you enough time to get your crayons out to write that one down. Try to use that in sentence next week at work. Hey, well, look at that. We're sitting at 19 folks. Hopefully we'll break that 20 mark. Ooh, that'd be great. And we're sitting on 15 likes. So if there's a few of you that haven't had a chance to hit that button, please don't mind doing so. You don't have to necessarily do it now. If you didn't do it coming in the door, make sure you do it. Do it. Going out the door. That's right. All right, so we've got a couple of bingos down. We've got ourselves a couple of jokes of the Dave down. Got our word of the Dave down. We've got some other stuff coming up. Let's jump back into that chickadee chat. All right, let's see what I'm missing here. So we were talking about the Reno air races. Yeah. Viper is an F-16, or Viper is Viper Jet Mk2. Oh, looks like there's going to be some YouTube highlights coming up about those Reno air races that are going to have some dust and debris going on in them. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. So, Lee, let's get back to Lee Davidson for a second here before we leave. Lee, you got that. Hey, is this screen also? Did I already move the screen? Hang on a second. I already moved the screen. There we go. Little adjustment on the fly. It's because I got my eagle finger ready shirt on. Fight like an eagle. Oh, I can't wait to watch some more of that show. Love that show. Even as cheesy as it is, I love it. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little KC in the chat. Just my little shout out for Cobra Kai there. Oh, I put it backwards. It's CK. Oh, I just did Calvin Klein. Damn it. Nope, that's wrong too. It's CK like Louis CK. No, it's CK like Cobra Kai. Anyway, I'm getting into an argument over here with myself. Oh, funny. So everybody's hopefully everybody's all right at that Reno air race crash. They shut down the live feed. Huh. Hopefully that's just to take a break, not because they had to legally have to. So Lee Davidson, tell us about that triplane, man. Did you dig it out of the mud? And if so, how much that mud sold your truck? And how do you go about washing all that mud off? Just hit it with the garden hose and just let it sit out in the sun? How does that work? Make sure there's no battery in it. Oh, goodness. All right. So as we get ready to head on over into this second fantastic hour, which is going to be still super loaded with a bunch of stuff. More stuff, actually. Is there anything, any comments, any chats, any 1 to 10s, 1 being horrible, 10 being best on the first hour of the show? If you want to get involved that way. I do see that I still have my random thumbs downer out there. And we may get to him here in the shoes are done now, he said. Okay, so just saying plane hit so hard it burst into flames, had to be a dead fly. Oh, that's not good. We'll give that flyer a moment of silence then, just in case. All right, and then to lighten it up a little bit, Lee is just glad that there were no snapping turtles. Should have just played out. Snapping turtles, or what Matt deals with over there, the alligators or the crocodiles. Are they alligators where you're at, Matt? Or crocodiles? Florida crocodile? That sounds more right. That sounds more likely than Florida alligator. Yeah, that's fortunately the name of the game in those speeds and elevations. Yeah. Yeah. And just like in RC, super fast, slightly gets out of hand, become a super big pile. Alligators. Oh, you do? Oh, they are alligators. Sure, I have big crocodiles. I'm clearly no one of those guys from the woods. One of those guys that has the shows. Lyndon, how's everything going on in Guyana, man? How are you doing out there? Been checking out some of your videos. Glad I finally found your channel and found the right one. There's a couple Lyndon Stewarts on there for a while. So hopefully everything's going on well for you. Here's a geographical question that maybe you can answer. Is it also summer where you are? Or the end of summer heading in toward winter? Or heading into fall, I guess? Let us know. Or is it just always warm there? Or I have not done enough Guyana trivia for myself, and you're my guy. Anna. Yes. So we'll sneak that one in right at the end. Oh, come on now. That's the ghost. It's very hot in Guyana. all year probably. Boss says he never could find you. Oh, look at that, Lyndon. Lyndon, there are some folks that do not have the availability to somehow find your channel. They were having the same issue I was. If you would like to put a link to your channel in the stream, please do, sir. See if we can get a few more folks to check out and see what you got going on over there in Guyana. Because you are our guy in Guyana. And we're glad to have you. No doubt. It's always summer there, Jeff says, just wet or dry seasons. I don't know what's worse. Being wet and hot or dry and hot. Ugh. Neither one are great. I like to be perfectly, let's just say I like to be perfectly hydrated. That's a better word. I was going to use the word moist. Then I thought about it. Jason Hansen's got himself a project going. Dave, we only have 2 seasons in Guyana. It's rain or sun. That's all. Well, there you go, Jeff. You are confirmed, sir. Dutch Love's in the house. What's up? You found Lyndon? Yeah, if anybody can throw Lyndon's link to his channel in chat, please do. Because I know I also had the similar issue originally, because there were several on there. And none of his, his little bubble picture didn't match any of them. So I was like, didn't want to subscribe to somebody I didn't know. Well, you know what I mean. So, what's he under? Lyndon, do you want to put some information about your channel on there? Feel free to do so. Look for RC Plane Flying in Guyana on YouTube. There you go. RC Plane Flying in Guyana on YouTube. I'm going to assume that the pool of names to choose from using that description should be pretty slim. Unless they're just not as active as Lyndon is by getting on YouTube and checking us out. Alligators in the U.S., Dave. I'm learning all kinds of stuff tonight. Thanks, guys. It's Sunday. I don't have to work today. I just had to put the show together. And you don't need any brain cells for that. Although I did have a screenshot of the little folder I make for each episode, all the little elements to go in there that I have to then put into blah blah. So I did take a screenshot of that today, but I should show everybody all the elements that go into this thing. Nah, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Just make the show. Okay. Boss, hey, I never thought of that. Hey, I never thought of that either. I was just looking for Lyndon Stewart. Just like for me, you're not going to be like, yeah, RC Flying Planes in Beaufort, Georgia. Hope I found the David Yourself channel there. Blueberry tangerine. Quite the flavor. Jason Hansen says we have sharks on Lake Superior. Bull sharks? Or is that bullshit? It's on a roll. Alligators are a pain in the ass in some places I have been. Alligators are a pain in the ass in some places I have been. Fire Machine decided to give you a little toot on that one. What kind of places are you in, Boss 223, where alligators are kind of a problem? Real pain in the ass. Oh, here I am again in this situation. More alligators. Oh, what a pain in the ass. What are you doing? Magnet fishing in alligator ponds? I mean, what's going on? I don't think I've ever been alligators are such a pain in the ass sometimes, I found. Well, you probably have a super, super exciting life. Jason says it's bullshit. Well, it's good to own it. I certainly do. Stacked. Down Kissimmee River, staved up like cordwood. Oh, yeah. Okay. I have seen that, yeah. I have seen that before, yeah. I also seen the videos, the crazy guys in the little metal boat going through all of those alligators as they're just all logs in the river. Just go right through them. They're just jumping out of the way the whole time. Crazy. I run booms for the petro industry. Oh, okay. There you go. So, boom for boss. In the U.S., we have really fast, full-scale rail boats, unlimited hydroplanes. Yeah. Yeah, we do. And there are some pretty fast RC boats that do pretty good, too. But just like with running a super fast car, super fast boat, even super fast plane, you can only see it for so long. Unless you've got FPV on it, then you can see it a little longer. Michael writes, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. We have killer carp in Lake Erie. How big are we talking here, Michael? And is this something like you see on your local news? A man tonight at a park was killed by another killer carp. News at 11. Not to make light of it, in case it's a serious issue where you're at. But I would like to know, how big are we talking, and are these newsworthy stories? That lake is Erie. Yeah, no doubt. They didn't call it Lake Cupcake, that's for sure. They did not call it Lake Cupcake. Oh, here we go. We get some more Guyana trivia here. So we don't have alligators in Guyana. We have two species of caimans. Oh, yeah, the ones with the thin heads. The spectrum caiman and the black caiman, and the smaller species of the alligators. I got you. I could see those being a nuisance, too. Oh, yeah, Matt's dad used to drive a hydroplane in the 90s. And if you haven't seen Aerospace Matt's channel, he does have a video of him and his dad putting together some boats, an old boat of his dad's, and then they got another boat and took it out there. So that's a fun video to watch if you haven't seen that. Little father-son bonding time at the lake. It's good stuff. Yeah, good to see you, Michael. That is true. Speaking of what else is good to talk about and good to see, hey, let's talk about something else that's positive. What do I have that's positive? I got these. Posnods! That's right. Let's jump into some more Posnods. Let me go ahead and just grab this screen and put it in the right spot. Next set of Posnods are. All right, so this is probably my favorite set, to be honest with you. So I put that "see you soon" out there again, that comic head thing from Snapchat. And then I got a reply from a guy by the name of Josh Gold, who hopefully he's subscribed. And by gosh, Josh, I would love to see you by his chat because I think you're awesome. But his comment was simply, Christ. Yeah, my comment was, no, that's Cartoon Dave. But I guess there may be some similarity there. Thank you for commenting. And then Tokyo got my back. I'm afraid he is not, but he can walk on water, however, only if it's frozen. And then Randy asked me about the Snapchat. Yeah, is that what is Cartoon Day? P.S. I just posted your UMX go-to video. All right. And then Tug Hill again. Randy be replying to that. So I just thought that Josh Gold comment was fantastic. So Josh, hopefully you'll end up watching this video at some point. Know that I appreciate your comment, your disdain for that particular thing. All comments are welcome here. If people absolutely don't like something, I'll stop doing it. If they do like it, then I might do more of it. But I take all comments, and I greatly appreciate it. So thank you so much for that. And if you haven't subscribed, please think about doing so, because I'd greatly appreciate that too. All right, what else do we have going on here? The fart machine sure has been making a lot of noise. All right. Maybe that's just the fart machine trying to tell me that it's time for yet another bingo! All right, let's get into another bingo. We're only going to be doing 4 tonight. I do have the Bigfoot thing coming up. I need to save a little money. Not that the mail thing is a huge chunk, but over the year, it stacks up. It's fine. Just need to be, smarter. But if you win, you win, and you're going to get your prize. By gosh, I tell you that. All right, here we go. Got it all strapped up, ready to roll. Another harmonica ditty. I know. You think I'd been taking lessons. By show 100, I should be a perfectionist on this thing. Just making up songs. All right, here we go. Who is our next potential huge bingo winner? They may win out. They may walk out with the magnetic phone holder. That is a pretty sweet gift. Here we go. How do we like it? Nice and smooth. How are we going to get it? Nice and smooth. All right, nice. All right, here we go. Where are the numbers? Here they are. All right. No more love for the bees for right now, at least, because this one now is 073. Dang it, I hit the wrong button again. 073 is Lyndon Stewart. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I should wait for him to respond. He's still here, but he should still be here. Oh, Lyndon, please tell me you're still here, because I already fired off the smoke and all that good stuff. And I'll be gosh if we didn't call your name. That is awesome. Let me just move these screens back to where we were. Lee Davidson, I made more views in my channel, Lee says. Lee, folks, go give Lee some love. Go watch his channel. I like his videos. I think they're funny. Lyndon, there he is. Congratulations, Lyndon. He's like, wow, at last. All right, Lyndon. Good deal. Smoke machine and everything for you there, pal. All right, Lyndon. I don't know what kind of humor you have there in Guyana, but let me break out the little bingo box here. Now, of course, right off the bat, if you're interested in this item, let me know. It's a magnetic phone mount. You may be able to get those where you're at, so I don't know. Maybe you want to be like Dave and have a harmonica, or poo flingers. All right, Lyndon, there you go. You get your choice. You get your choice of poo flingers, harmonica, or the magnetic foam mount. Your choice. Actually, the magnetic foam mount should probably be a double bonus wing, but we'll see what it is that you want. I thought shipping to Alabama was expensive. Shipping to Guyana will probably be expensive too, but I think Lyndon has a local U.S. contact that I can ship to. Hopefully, we'll be able to get the address correct this go round. So let me know about that, Lyndon. Poo finger, this or that, and as a matter of fact, I'll throw this in. Macro lens for the cell phone. So we'll use the, let me know about that. We'll use the phone magnetic thing for the double bingo bonus, and then these are your choices for bingo regular bonus tonight. Or I'll even sweeten the pot with one other item. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, I just had one. There it is. There it is. Parachute Man. All right, these are your four choices. Dave, I will send you a phone number. You send. She will let you know how to get it to her. Contact is in New Jersey. See? I knew we'd be able to figure out. All right, Lyndon, so these are your choices, man. Parachute guy, poo flinger, harmonica, macro lens. So you let me know. Make sure that when you do send me your email to the davidyoursoulchannel@gmail.com with the correct address and all that stuff on there, tell me in the email what prize it is that you want. And if you could tell me right now while you're on the stream, then that way I can take it out of the box. We'll leave the magnetic phone mount holder, since that's a pretty big dollar prize, for the double bonus bingo. That sounds like a good way to do that, as opposed to just doubling it up. Junk prizes or just little prizes will give you one great prize. Restart it, Pat. Wow, the sync is way off. Seeing comments way before the video shows. Yeah, maybe hit the refresh, maybe. That could be it. I can tell you that that's not any sort of trickery I'm trying to pull off. I do my best to try to pull off some sort of normal show, let alone too much trickery. Gets too slippery, gets too hard to hang on to. All right, so congratulations again to Lyndon Stewart. We finally have ourselves a bingo winner tonight. And Lyndon, if you let me know what prize it is that you want, that would be great. Let me go and put your name in here. Oh, look, as soon as I type in Lyndon, it automatically pops up Stewart as my next word. Look at that. Thank Google. I already heard you talking about him. It's okay, I got it. Probably already looking up Lyndon's address right now, just because I typed his name in. Quinn Burks! What's up, Quinn? Quinn, I was hoping that you'd show up tonight, man. Good to see you. I saw one of your videos earlier. That was really, really cool. Some of that backyard, super fun. And I was thinking, man, I hadn't seen Quinn in a long time. Hope I see him some point in time. And boom, there he is. So Quinn Burks, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you for being here. I would go for the parachute guys. Promoter says, yeah, I'm not going to lie. Parachute guys are pretty sweet. That was always my number one go-to, no doubt. Always. So, but it's up to Lyndon, whatever he wants. But if you do pick something out on the show, totally fine. Or you can wait till you send me an email. Just make sure that you remember those are your prize choices. And if you at least if you do this is something going forward, I mentioned it last week, but if we can do this going forward as well, if you do win in bingo, please tell me what prize it was you won. Because a lot of times, but like this past week, I didn't get a chance to mail stuff out until Wednesday, which was my day off. And by that time, I couldn't remember what the prizes were, so I had to go back and watch the video, find where the oh no, nobody won on this one. Scroll the next one up. Yeah. So if you could tell me what it was that you won in there, that would be helpful. So Quinn, all right. So yeah, what's up? Flying the 73-inch a ton today. Ah, nice. Lyndon, is your first session? Is Lyndon your first international bingo winner? No, Lyndon's actually won before, but we've had some difficulty getting stuff to him because of the address. And then he tried to get Dave Marshall and I'd hook up at one point in time. That didn't happen either. So no, Lyndon's won before. Hopefully, we'll actually get him a gift this time. That would be great. The parachute man. If you want the parachute man, you can have that parachute man, Lyndon. It's yours, my man. And yes, I'll send you some decals and some other stuff as well. So yeah, I'll get to that. Mark Dale, hey, good to see you. But yeah, so that's good stuff. So Lyndon Stewart, you're gonna go with the parachute guy. That's a good choice, man. Did I throw him in that box? Did I throw him? Oh well, find him here shortly. But yeah, just tell me if that's what you want, and then yeah, just give me that address. But parachute man, good choice. Those things are awesome. We need to find out more creative ways to actually find ways to attach those things to planes so that they can come out. Maybe like a little, I don't know, like a little vinyl pocket. Maybe you can stick on something. And when you do a certain maneuver, they just fling out. I don't know. It'd be pretty cool to put them all lining the little vinyl pockets, lining the wings, just all stuffed with parachute guys. Do a big barrel roll, and they all just go flinging out in a big circle. That's kind of stuff that goes on up here. Michael Bear, hey, how you doing? Good to see you, sir. Hey, we broke the 20 viewer mark. Holy smokes, I didn't notice that. Thank you so much, folks. I appreciate that. Looking forward to seeing you in a few weeks at the Bigfoot Flying Day. Mark, that's me too, man. No doubt. Got my Bigfoot beard going right now. Trying to grow something fun for Bigfoot. And I've never had this particular look before, so I'm going with it. What the heck, why not? So yeah, man, that'll be fun. Good looking forward to seeing you as well, man. That will be awesome. Hoping to get some video mess around later this week. Quinn says, good. Yeah, got to put some of that content up. Hit up old Kyler, old KBRC. We haven't seen anything from him in over a month. Of course, that's because school just started, and he was sick, and he's just super busy. So, not that he doesn't want to fly. He's just got a lot going on. Now school's back in, so he's got a lot going on. Sticker on my water bottle now. Ha, nice, yeah. Yeah, I need to do, speaking of KB, I need to do what KB does. Just have one plane that is just dedicated to like channel stickers or just decals and just make it like a, just make it like a lunchbox. Just cover it. That's what I should do. Find something to do for that. Aeroscout probably be a good choice for that. It was my first weekend I could miss school since. Wow. You're going to fire up that fog machine? I did fire it up a little bit there, Michael Bear, but because you asked for it, you know what, man, I'll even give you some harmonica too. There you go. Have smoke machine button will press. Now, I do have a little bit of an issue today. I do have the air conditioner going, so it should hopefully clear the area out a little bit. But the more I use the fan I had in the back window as I was setting up for the show, I had the fan in the window, shut the window on it, make sure it holds it in place the whole deal. Come back, sit down, and then you hear a clang. Even though it's got feet holding it forward, it still fell backwards. And when it did, of course, it's a cheap fan. So what did it do? That's right, it broke a prop. I know we're talking about fan blades, but I like to consider them props. It broke a blade on the prop, and it was whoa, 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 whoa. So, needless to say, that one's going to the trash can. Unless I can find something else to do with that motor and stuff in there. I have enough junk stuff to mess with. KB is going to sell his Draco? No. Really? Because I just saw that video where he had, or was it RC Aviation and Crawling that sent him a 3D print for his run cam? Which, to be honest, if you want to mount a run cam inside a plane or something like that and you need to raise it above the pilot, just get yourself like some poster board. Just make 2 little legs, a little table. Super light, glue it in place, pull it out, Velcro the camera on top. But that's spoken as a true guy that does not have a 3D printer. I do have a buddy that does have one. He does like make me stuff, and I do have some stuff on my Gen 8, but I don't have one. So I do have foam board and box cutters and paper tape and hot glue. All right. Got to run. Check your Facebook, Dave. All right, Lee, take it easy, man. Lee's probably going to go fly that Radiant again for, I think it'll be the 25th night. Is it, Lee? 25th night in a row? I think you may have seen that Gary from I Just Got Here. I think he may have. I don't. You can tell me. Correct me if I'm wrong. But does Gary still do the Fly 365 thing? I don't think that he was. I think he got sick for a little bit. And I think he missed a couple of days, and I think maybe he kind of backed off and just flying when he can, making good videos. But he may still be doing it. But I was under the impression he may not be doing it. I was thinking that maybe Lee may be trying to take that spot over. Lee's going to fly 365. Well, you got yourself a heck of a contestant there, Lee, because Jeff in Lower Alabama, he's going to give you a run for your money, man. And he's retired. I don't know that you're retired, so he's got more time to do that stuff. Just not have been impressed with the flying characteristics of the Draco. Yeah. As a matter of fact, when I bought that E-Flight F-16, the 80 millimeter, I had the Draco on order, and it took forever to come in to my hobby store. And at that point, I just canceled the order. P.A. Pass, what are the dimensions of the Aeroscout camera mount? Someone 3D printed for you. 3D printed for me? That was 3D printed by, gosh dang it. If you hadn't asked me, I would have told you. Not Cadillac Escalade. Gosh darn it. Matter of fact, we haven't seen this guy on here in a while. I've got it in one of my videos or whatever. Matter of fact, one of the Aeroscout videos, I think when I mounted those on there, I think I may have made a comment about that. So I don't know what the dimensions are. He just printed them for me and sent them. He sent me a green one and a white one. But that mount works really great. Really great. It does, when you screw the wing screws in, of course it does, instead of just having the round impression where the screws go in, it now does have like kind of a triangular impression. But I don't figure I'd ever really take that thing off anyway. That's a great spot for a camera right there on that. But I'm sure it's on Thingiverse, isn't that one of those places that you can go get 3D prints from? You know who might know? Aerospace Matt. Aerospace Matt. I have a feeling. Aerospace Matt, are you into 3D printing yet? I'd be surprised if you're not. And speaking of what else I'd be surprised of, I'd also be surprised if I did not get into our next. Let's do this. Aviation-related word of the day, just in case you still have your crayons and pencils and stuff. Let's go ahead and get into that next aviation-related slang word of the day or phrase of the day. And that letter is L for Lima. And some of you, for the memory, may have remembered this card from earlier when I accidentally pushed this button. But it is, L is for loud handle. Loud handle. Who knows what loud handle is? It's the thing the turtle bit that made me scream. Snow River, I get files and Thingiverse. Pyramid treat stock. Okay. Oh, I see. I guess that would make sense. You get stuff printed places. All right, so loud handle. What is that? Anybody know? I'll tell you. Loud handle is the lever or grip that fires the ejection seat. Is the loud handle, and I can totally relate that that's probably the case. Yeah, pull that lever, probably gets pretty loud in there with all those rockets getting you away from that plane. It's a loud handle, and that is our final aviation-related the word of the day. All right, good stuff. All right, so we're 3 bingos down. There's really no reason why we can't jump into another one of these. I know we're not going to do a bingo specifically right now. We'll do one in another minute, but that doesn't mean that we can't do yet another joke of the day. And of course, it's a new hour, so I got to give you the new warning. Here it is. Dave down in legal said I had to. So, and of course, this is our third joke of the day.
My buddy the construction worker went home early one day and caught his wife in bed with another man. Purple with rage, he grabbed the guy by the throat and dragged him down 2 flights of stairs out into the garage. There, he locked the guy's dick in a vise. The guy, finally able to breathe, said, "Oh no, you're not going to cut my dick off, are you?" My buddy said, "Nope, you are. I'm going to go set fire to the garage."
Probably one of my favorite jokes. A few of you that I'm on Instagram or Snapchat on or whatever, I did send that out earlier, so there are a couple of you out there that got a chance to see that particular one early. Another bonus of being part of the Snapchat Dave It Yourself crew. And it's Dave It Yourself PH at the end because somebody already had Dave It Yourself. What idiot would already have that? Come to find out, it's me. Come to find out, that idiot that already has Dave It Yourself is me. However, I don't use that one. I use Dave It Yourself that ends in PH. Self. So if you haven't been on Snapchat, check me out. Sometimes you'll get some early content. Also check me out on Instagram and Facebook. Sometimes you get stuff there too. All done by my fantastic team of support Daves. They're not allowed on camera, but you know they're there. All right, so that is our third joke of the day. Now, as we're starting to roll in a little bit, we've got some other things I want to go through. But let's jump back into and see what everybody else is talking about and see what they know about that joke by checking out the Chickadee chat and see where there's at. All right, so let's get. We got some comments on the loud. All right, I have it, but let's see. Ejection seat handle. Matt knew it. Yep. Treat stock is fantastic. Still talking about 3D print. Yeah, that is just one thing. I probably would love it, but just like airbrushing, I have one and I don't use it. I'm sure if I got a 3D printer, it'd be the same way. Aerospace mat. If it's black striped and yellow, don't pull unless absolutely necessary. That makes sense. Randy PRC says, funny. PH. Good one. Got a jet, yo. Promoters is out. Keep them flying. Good show, Dave. Thanks, Promoters. Good to see you, Luke. Just so you know, you're going to miss out on my next big video coming up. It's still exclusive, but you can check it later because it's also coming out at 8 o'clock for all the general public. But you guys are going to get to see it first, and I know you're saying to yourselves, yeah, but Dave, when are we going to get to see it first? Soon. Maybe right now. It's time for our After Dinner with Dave video premiere exclusive. Not that this video has a lot in it, but just in case, the obligatory warning that my lawyer makes me put out. That Dave is something else. And now, with no further ado, here is Flight 5 of the Arrows F-15. Dual 64mm EDF jet. Hey friends, welcome on back to the Dave It Yourself channel. My name is Dave. As you see, we're going to get ready to throw the old Arrows Dual 64 F-15 back up in the air. I haven't flown this thing in over a year. I got the wings part, finally got it all put back together. We got one landing gear. It's still a little on the wadaggly side, but we're going to see how that works out. I got the 360 Go 2 in here. I'm going to put that in there for this remaiden kind of thing. I'm not going to put anything else on it at this point. I think that's plenty. I'll put the hat cam on, controller cam on, that kind of stuff. But I'm over here at my favorite FedEx field, and it's still a little busy on the 7:30 at Friday night, so we're going to see exactly if these guys won't mind me doing some of this flying. Hopefully not, because this bird is beautiful, and I'm ready to put it back up. So if you want to see how all those repairs did, and if this thing's going to fly, and if it does fly, how well does it fly? Well, you know what I recommend you do. You stick around. Nice.
Here we go. Wish me luck. Oh, uh-oh. Ah, front gear is starting to bail out. Front gear's bailing out and getting squirrely. Throttle cut. Let's try this again. Yeah, it's a little squirrely. I can see how it's pulling. Yeah, it's pulling hard to the left. I don't know why that is. Let's give it just a little power up, see what happens here. See if it gets too squirrely. What is that thing doing? Looks like that one, actually it looks like my rear wheels maybe. Yeah, looking at that rear wheel. They both still look a little bowed out. All right, let me take a look at that some more. All right, test run number 3. Well, it seems to be a little better now that I tightened up that wheel. I guess we can certainly give it a shot. All right, let's see how this does. Here we go. So now I'm thinking, oh crap, it's coming toward me. Probably won't hit me, but it is heading toward the trucks in the building. So now at this point I'm thinking, all right, it still hasn't taken off and it's heading toward that truck, so I'm just going to go ahead and kill throttle and see if I can wheel it on around without hitting anything. But then this happens. So now I'm in the air and I've got a split-second decision on what to do. Land it or gun the throttle. So I gun the throttle. What? Alright, that was a little sketch. Got high rates here. Take a look at that sun some.
sketch. Alright, I did a little flipperooski. I think that's about enough craziness I'm going to do on this thing. A little bit more of that sunset. That's looking pretty good. Timer's at 2. So I'll go ahead and bring them down toward me from that direction. A little more. Circle around. Alright, one more background to that sun. Oh, I'll take that. There goes that squirrely wheel. Ah! Oh. Oh. Knew that squirrely wheel was going to be an issue. You got a first-hand view. All right, friends, so there you go. That sunset's coming down looking pretty sweet right now. Hopefully it looked pretty good on the plane. But yeah, that right landing gear, as you can see, that thing's a wagamajugal right there, boy. Oh yeah, I hear you. Clear that. So anyway, that thing's a wagamajugal right there, as you can see. So that's not great. Got to get that fixed up. Let's see if I can just throttle cut. Alright, let's do this again. Put a little JB weld on that bad boy. That'll make a difference. Alright. Well, use a little flaps down on that landing. So let's go ahead and throttle, kick those back up. And let's go see how that squirrely wheel, if it'll make it back to taxi. That thing needs a Gooniac fiery booty, baby, let me tell you. That thing's sweet. Gun on high rates here, so I should be able to do it. Hey friends, welcome back to the Dave Yourself channel. My name is Dave, and this is, well, this isn't my channel. Well, this is my channel. No, start that over. Blooper. Damn it. Got the truck in the background. It's making me... Anyway, here we go. right, friends. So, of course, it's got the usual little tag there at the end. I didn't need you to necessarily sit through. But if you want to see it, this video is actually going live to the masses. And you got to see it unrestricted, unmonetized, and you got to see it without commercials. So I apologize for all those commercials and stuff. You guys start seeing those on my channel. If it becomes too much of a bother or a pain in the nuggets, I'll just turn that monetizing off. I did have some screenshots with regards to my current stats and stuff like that I was going to show. And it does have like your live viewer count and all that stuff on there with now, which is pretty cool. So if somebody subscribes, you watch it change immediately. Of course, I don't think I'll ever see that. Specifically watch it happen on live, but pretty cool that that's on there. And then some of the other things. Hey, Kenny, there you are, man. Good to see you, Kenny. Be looking to check your show out here later, man. You just missed my world premiere exclusive video of flying the Arrows F-15 flight number 5 after its flight number 4 last time. And flight number 5 worked out pretty good. At first, at second, at third, still like I had just had flown some simulator earlier, the real flight simulator earlier in the day. So I was going to fly it on Wednesday when I got it fixed. But after working on it all day and all that stuff, I was just like, no, I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't want to take it out there, have something happen. I was tired of something happening. I was going to lose my bananas. So I was like, nah, let me just wait. So I flew on Friday, and I'd flown some simulator earlier during the day during a meeting, during a Zoom meeting we had. So I was flying some simulator for about an hour, getting polished up. So hopefully that's what attested to making that greasy, greasy landing. Get the biscuits. Dave's got butter on the runway. Get the biscuits. Yeah, when they come down that grease, that's all you can do is get some biscuits to sop them up. Maybe that'll be a new sticker we'll come up with. Greasy biscuits. Talking about landings and those tires. Dutch loved. Good to see you, sir. And good to see you as well, Kenny. Sorry I missed your show the other night, man. When you had your show. I caught it the next morning. But I was just so tired that I went to bed early. Kind of thing. I didn't fly that day, so. Crew chief's not going to be very happy about my gear abuse, I tell you. He's really not going to be happy about the paper tape hot glue I'm going to put on that thing to make that thing stop spinning. Oh, that wallowed out collar, man. That's a toughie to try to deal with. I don't know if maybe, like I said, shove a little JB weld in there. I don't know. Maybe put a piece of paper clip in there and solder it. I don't know. Order a new wheel, of course. That's the obvious answer. But if I can Dave it yourself into a way that it will work, I'll keep it. All right. Well, we've got one more of these to do, so there's no reason to wait any longer on that. And I'm going to go ahead and force it. Yep, that means it's time for bingo! This will be our final bingo for tonight. But don't go away, because I still got one more joke of the day. Whoa! And it's the worst one! I mean, I think it's the funniest one. Let's take a look at that bingo list. All right. We still have some double bingo bonus contestants on here. Let me go over those names again. We got Randy B on here. Randy BRC, who is technically our triple bonus bingo contestant since he was first in chat and got one of the bonus contestant questions tonight. So congrats to Randy on that achievement. Snow River's up for bonus bingo. Barry Campbell, Mr. I Never Win Anything, Barry Campbell. Tonight's his night. Where is he? And Jason Hansen. So Jason is here. So there we go. So let's see what happens with this final bingo roll. Rubber band on, harmonica already. And let me do it this way. Let's do some spinning. Let me get my right key here. No. Oh, I got it upside down now. I got to remember that. There we go. I had a little bit of a Latin flair to that one. All right. When it comes to bingo balls, what do we like? Smooth roll. What do we like even more? Smooth release. What's it going to give us? Smooth release. Nice. All right, here we go. Who is going to be the final bingo winner for tonight? Make sure I can see that number properly. I can. And that number is 061. And I pushed the wrong button again. I've got to put those in the wrong spot. 061 is a Shadow Ops. Another usual contestant like Tug Hill, who is sometimes in the chat, is not tonight. However, 60 seconds on the clock. In case he hears it, in case he's watching it, could be working on a quad, something like that. But if Shadow doesn't show up, you know what that means. We immediately slide right into our last joke. But we'll give him the obligatory 60 seconds there. All right. While we do that, we'll also scroll back in that chickadee chat, see if there's anything else I'm missing. Yep, so Jason, yep, you're right about that. And let's see, what's up? Kenny, got anything good going on your show tonight? I mean, they're all good, but I mean, what are you going to amaze us with tonight is the question. We all can't wait. All right. Looks like we got just a little bit of time left there. And it's fleeting. Shadow Ops, if you're out there, Shadow Ops is still probably reeling from the last huge prize he won, which was some of those like vinyl cones, like high grade vinyl cones for RC tracks. So he's still enjoying those on his crawler track. All right. Well, looks like we're out of that, and no additional time on the clock for that. That is our final bingo setup. It looks like we have one winner tonight. Congratulations again to Lyndon Stewart. Lyndon Stewart, our only bingo winner tonight. Lyndon, my gosh, man, we are going to get you this prize this time. So make sure you send me that email to thedavidyourselfchannel@gmail.com. Thedavidyourselfchannel@gmail.com. Send me the address. I'll send you the parachute guy. Send you some decals. Send you some other stuff too. All right? So that's what's coming up with that. But so I know we're all still a little sad. We're all happy for Lyndon. We get it. However, still a little sad because Shadow Ops wasn't here. A little sad one night we didn't get any other winners. So to help us not be so sad, we're going to go back to our final joke of the day. This is the one you've all been waiting for. So I hope you enjoy it. Here we go.
A teacher asks her class, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" Little Johnny says, "I want to be a billionaire. I want to wear the best clothes, go to the best clubs, and take the best bitch with me. I want to buy her a Ferrari worth $1 million, give her an apartment in Hawaii, another condo in Paris, and a jet so she can jet back and forth. I want to give her a Visa card without any limit, and I want to fuck her 3 times a day." The teacher, astonished, doesn't know how to respond, so she decides to ignore Johnny and moves on to Susie. "Susie, what would you like to be when you grow up?" "I want to be Johnny's bitch."
I don't know who's smarter, Johnny or Susie. Oh, I think I adequately rated those and put them in the proper categories to kind of ramp up as we went along. So you let me know what you thought about that. Oh, and let me know what you think about that comedian Dave. Let me know what you think about that. If you like that, we might have some other things coming to the show. Let's take a look at that chickadee chat so you can see how people responded to that joke. Yeah, we're getting some chuckles out of that one. Oh, don't know how we couldn't. And with that, let's jump into our final set of Poznads. That's right, one final shout out before we head on out. Get ready to wrap up here shortly. And our final set of Poznads. And let me move the screen again. Some people have production people that do this. All right, final Poznad set of the night is... Oh, did I already do this? No, did I push the wrong button? No, I guess I already did do these. Did I already do these? No, I didn't finish them all. All right, so, okay, buddy, talk me into it. No, we already did do these. Dang it. All right, well, we're already done with pause nuts. Hey, all right. For some reason, I thought I had not finished those, but I guess I did. All right. Sorry. Just waiting to go back over those pause nuts with last time. Like you see Musky Bounce comment about me being famous. He's the one that's famous. Just got married, retired, fishing and flying and moose hunting with his binoculars and his cameras. Oh. So we had a pretty good crew in here tonight. We're at 20 likes. So I know that we were at 20 viewers at one point. Actually, I think we were at 23 viewers at one point. So, we got to get those likes up. So if you haven't happened to like yet, remember, if we can match the likes and peak viewers, everybody that was in the chat that night wins. So I think we were at 23 at one point. We're at 20 likes. So if you haven't liked, please make sure you do before you leave. And hopefully we will get a chance to hit that, and then everybody else will win something as well. What we'll do is we'll get ready to go ahead and wrap up here so that I can start saying goodbye to some folks. And I got my wide cam with music on this one, so hopefully this won't be too much for you, but let's see how this works out. All right, and I'll turn it down just a little bit, and we're going to do the lights thing. There's that, and the smoke thing. Yeah! A little bit of harmonic action. And now we're going to go ahead and wind up the show with saying goodbye to some folks that were here. So, PA Paps, thanks, Adam, for being here. Great to see you, man. Snow River, thank you for being here. Kenny from Hangar 51, thank you for being here. Lyndon Stewart, thank you so much for being here, sir. And congratulations again on your solitary bingo win for tonight. Randy BRC, good to see you, sir. Thank you so much for being here. Boss223, always good to see you as well, sir. Thank you so much. Jason Hansen, man, appreciate you being here. Thank you. Glad to see you on that double bingo. Maybe next week we'll get you a win on that one. Dutch Love, thank you so much. Oh, excuse me, got the hiccups. Thank you so much for being here. Jeff in Lower Alabama, thank you so much for being here, my man. Always good to see you. Let's see who else we got up in here that I haven't said hello to or goodbye to just yet. Mike SSI, thank you so much for being here, my man. Snow River, in case I missed you, thank you for being here. PA Paps, said goodbye to Adam. Dutch Love, yep. Aerospace Matt, there we go. Michael Bear, thank you, sir, for being here as well. Aerospace, good to see you, man. Hopefully get that Aero Scout back up and running again here soon. Promotus Luke, good to see you, man. Glad you were here while you were. Greatly appreciate that. Excuse me. Who else we got here? Who else am I missing out on? Probably a little more smoke out. Boop. No, we're pretty foggy in here. I don't have a fan system to get it out of here, so we'll just go with that. All right, so Paul McNeil was here. That's right. Good to see you, Paul. Glad to have you here. Quinn Perks was here. We greatly appreciate seeing pop in there, Quinn. Mark Dale was here as well. Thank you so much, man, for being here. Always good to see you, too. Who else we got up in here before Lee Davidson's Hangar was in the house. Good to see you, my man. Keep those videos coming. Lyndon Stewart, of course. Who else am I missing here? Anybody else? Have I rolled up that full list? That sounds like a lot of folks. Dutch Love, in case I missed out on Dutch. Let's see. Scrolling up as far as will let me scroll. Yeah. I think I may have said goodbye to everybody. If I haven't, just know that I've said goodbye to you. Hello and goodbye. And if you weren't in the chat, but were enjoying the show, I greatly appreciate you coming around and sticking out for that too. Thank you so much. It was definitely great having everybody here tonight. I know we're ending the show just a little bit early, but I had to work yesterday and, well, run out of stuff to talk about. So again, until next time, I greatly appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for everybody being here. And until next week, I am Dave. This is the Dave It Yourself channel, and we are out of here.